There are many times now when the slowly lengthening shadows across the continent seem stifling, suffocating. 2 archdemons lie slain, their mana absorbed in whole by Sir Onier's mana crest. Even so, the gloom continues to build. The deaths of Tacitus and Kabir have yielded embers of hope. But these too will soon expire in the absence of further victories. As reports continue to reach Viborera through Magnolia's fragmenting spy network, one thing seems apparent. Despite settlement after settlement coming under attack, struggling to survive, falling, there is one noticeable omission. Few reports have arrived regarding the Demon King himself. Are the spies who encounter him dead? Or is he simply letting his hordes soften the resistance first? Faratros has her own worries. She knows she should be focused on bringing about the Demon King's defeat, to the exclusion of all else. And yet, inexplicably, she finds her thoughts returning to Hoikade more and more of late. The call of home becomes stronger every day.
Chapter 12. Last Will. Faratros' point of view. This whole Elias and Saito research thing is incredible, yo. In fact, I dare say it's the root of every problem, to think that the Demon King is an artificial being. As I imagine, Empress Phoebe's quite shocked too. Which confirms that Magnolia had no idea about what happened in that laboratory either. Unfortunately, this is not the time to get lost in fantasies of the past. There are still 2 archdemons on the loose, and of course the Demon King too. About that.
That sounds familiar.
Don't you think that one of the archdemons could have been me? It's a hypothesis worth exploring, yeah. Has there been any proof on the subject? Affirmative, Phoebe. He has always demonstrated all of the symptoms, starting with the migraines. Are migraines symptoms of demodification? Ah, right, now that you mention it. A few weeks ago, Archdemon Tacitus showed up at my brother's and... Say no more, I'm sorry for your loss. He didn't die, but he was left severely wounded and unable to lift the sword for the rest of his life. The villagers said that Tacitus was suffering from severe migraines before disappearing. To think he became that monster. Severe migraines? Tacitus used to suffer from migraines too, reportedly before transforming into an archdemon. Only, in my case, I suppose I was stopped in time by Her Holiness Soraya's mana crest.
That sounds kinda serious.
Okay, it's an interesting theory, y'all. But they could also be just migraines. What evidence do we have that he was already cursed by Elias? Kavia's last words. But you... Me? If you know something, just say it already. When we first met, I had the feeling I'd already seen you before. But now I understand. You and I are the same. What? He said I was just like him, so our curses had to be the same. It wasn't just any mind control technique. This is just speculation though. Do we have any concrete evidence that it's related to Elias? I heard Helios's voice calling me his scion in my head several times. If even Suzaku could hear the voice of the Demon King. It also happened to me when I was possessed. His version may be true. Wow, that'd be a real mess. And tell me, when would you have been cursed? You never met the Demon King before losing your memories. We don't have any hard facts on that, only speculation. However, one of the pieces of information we found might help explain the mystery. That's not even the most interesting part though. Read here. They will pay. Because of Saito, those bastards took everything away from me. I shall curse his bloodline to serve me for eternity. You're saying Saito's bloodline was cursed? So what you're implying is that Sir Ornier here is a descendant of that Saito, right? I'm an orphan from Amaranth, and no one knows anything about my parents. It's not out of the question, is it? I mean, it would explain why I'm perfectly compatible with the Mana Crest, an artifact designed by Saito. It all comes together.
Huh.
Well, it would mean we have one less enemy, since Suzaku's demonic side has been sealed already. Which means that our next enemy is the last of the 4 archdemons. Without a doubt, it's the most urgent threat at the moment, although, I have to say, only a few obstacles are left in our way now. Yeah, let's hope this nightmare will soon be over. And perhaps we'll have a more definitive solution with the Mana Crest this time around. Lucas is here? That means... We're back. Like the holy dove, I bring fresh news. Come up with a new catchphrase at least. Sorry for the wait. The informant was a bit late. I don't blame him. It mustn't have been easy to find such news. Say, demonic activities are focused around one place in particular. It's gonna be Hoikada, isn't it? Chances are our enemy is right there. There you go. It's Hoikada Castle. No. Well, that doesn't sound too surprising. How are you feeling about this, Farajaz? I was expecting it, but I didn't think I'd be going home so soon. Far, be brave. We're here for you this time. Yes, I know, Shiori. I'll be strong. I've already cried enough. It's time to assess the situation in my kingdom. You think we'll have to fight Amaranth again? I doubt it. Her Holiness is taking care of the cult right now, you know? How's the church involved? Her Holiness Soraya has always wanted to eradicate the cult, and it would seem that with the latest blows to their hideouts, this is becoming possible. She's mobilized the Holy Swords to make sure the cult won't interfere. She's still helping with the evacuation from the areas affected by Tacitus and Kabir. I see. We'll provide the church our support. I also need to ask Her Holiness a few questions about what happened 60 years ago.
What a bother.
One thing at a time. First is Hoikada Castle. And it might be our toughest challenge so far. We'd better prepare ourselves properly. We will. Ah, okay. Then, why did I go? I mean, I can give them food. They don't really need food, though. They're fine. Skill trees it is. There we go. I mean, stuff like this would mean that it always reduces the target's attack for 2 turns, which would be quite useful, actually. That might be worth investing a little bit into. Or reducing the target's defense. Honestly, I just want to have it available. Reducing the target's speed. Ooh, that also sounds great.
There
Yeah,
are no
give me
skills
that.
too great for me.
And will it last? Yes, okay. And we've got to get that. Just debuffing the enemy seems like a pretty good thing when you can always have it work. So he's got to go... yeah, he's got to stay in the front line. And, well, I've got 100 mana left, so that's not going to be any use. Okay, that's not particularly great. Okay, no, I think I'll stay with what I've got. Oh yeah, there. That's where the gold came in. Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, well, we can look at the equipment later. First, let's see if we've... Yes. I just want to get some weapons. Mithril helm plus mithril shield. I can make 2 mithril shields plus. That'll do then. Oh, come on. Okay. And what's in the shop? Just out of curiosity. Maybe we are at the stage where it might be worth it. Just to buy a little. Like 1 luminous coat. Give me the axe, the bow. Yeah, leave it at that for now. What can I sell to you, actually? Oops, you can have my 2 bronze. How many iron do I have? Does it say anywhere? Anyway, you can have 16 of them. You can have the large bone. I don't think we're going to be smithing much more or forging. I guess you can have the lethal bow. And have the 2 mithril helmets. Okay. Now let me check my equipment. And then we'll see if I can sell some more and buy some more. Solaris. Let me just compare that. Okay, it gives 400 health, so I think I'll just stick with that. Mithril Helm Plus, Iron Shield Plus, I can replace by the Mithril Shield Plus, so we just now got 858 defense, that seems solid. Do I have anything more here? I don't think so, none of that is particularly great. Nothing here. It reduces his speed. I mean, other than that... You know what, we'll keep it for now. We'll take the Luminous Coat, though, because that defense buff is pretty insane, and it increases his speed. So actually, on average, this is still fine. Good. I agree, Suzuku. The Bloodied Ring, what did that do again? That's just so good, isn't it? There's not really any point in removing that. First off, you can have the Conjurer Axe for 60 more strength.
I'm strong and I'm tough.
He doesn't need the extra chance to inflict statuses with his skill, but still. He can get rid of his Bone Shield Plus. Or the Pyro Shield. You can have some Mithril Armor instead of the Iron Mail. And, I mean, that increases his attack by 20 as well. He doesn't need the mana generation, but the attack buff seems too good to be overlooked. Conjurer Bow. Good increase. Critical hit increase as well. She'd like a body. I mean, she's got a body. She'd like a better armor. And boots. Body and boots for Rhea. Body and shield for Shiori. And probably a mana drop. Body, boots, shields, body, mana drop. Now have the mana drop. 2 coats. 1 pair of boots. And... was that worth it? Cost 6.5 grand. I can, a Mithril Shield Plus would have been worth it, but a Luminous Shield? Maybe. Rare Shield that deflects shadow. I mean, it's probably worth it. Just for that. Actually, let me first equip and then I'm selling. Okay, Rhea. You can have a luminous coat. Yeah, that's a huge defense increase. You can have some mithril boots. And Shiori, you can have the eerie mana drop. Yeah, that's 40 plus, more mana generation, more critical hit.
This should work, yes.
You can also have the luminous shield. Yeah, it's just a straight up increase. And it increases shadow resistance. You can also have the luminous coat, which increases shadow resistance even further.
This should work, yes.
All of that lowered her max health, but her defense got so much higher that I think it should be worth it anyway. And then we can sell what we've got left over. If we have anything left over at all. Which we don't. Okay. Never mind then. Anything worth money here? No. What can we do with you? Prepare something. Prepare nothing after all. I'll buy food and items. I'm not going to, but... Although... Nah, we've got 4 potions. The potions are not going to be worth using even, really. Yeah, no, they're not going to be. Well, I say they're not going to be worth it. They might be worth it in some rare instances, but I think 4 is going to be enough. And 7 Phoenix Tears. I mean, Phoenix Tears are the same problem. They're just not going to be worth it most of the time, because I won't have the time to heal the ally before he gets killed immediately again. So let me actually sell stuff. I mean, we've got 30 raw meat. We don't need that much. 6 of those. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. Yeah, you can have some more gold. Yes, nice. Luck up 2 out of 2. Plus 5% crit, plus 20% drop rate. It's a bit late at this point for the drop rate bonus, but I'll take the crit bonus. Here, I'll pet you. Rhea. Rhea, do you have a moment? Aratraz, did you need to talk to me? I'm worried. The other day at the hideout in the desert, you went through some painful memories. And I couldn't do much for you. I wanted to apologize for that. Don't worry about it. In fact, I'm surprised you feel responsible. Really, from where I'm standing, you have no reason to. Great, I'll see you then. From my point of view, I have. Excuse me? I want to feel involved. Don't leave me out of your world. I understand that it must be difficult for you given the trauma you experienced while you were imprisoned. But I want to make it very clear that you can count on me. Actually, you should. You're right. Given how our relationship has evolved, it would be unfair of me to continue keeping my distance. I think I tend to isolate myself as a way of protecting myself from external anxieties. But there's no reason for you to do that anymore. There is an external factor that causes me a little discomfort. What is it? I'd like to spend more time with you, but right now I can't. Rhea, I just hope that the outcome at Hoikade Castle will be decisive. I hope so too. This threat must be eradicated once and for all. But when it is, I hope we can live more carefree lives and spend time together. I'll be waiting for you, Rhea. I'm looking forward to that, Faratraz. Shiori. Hey, sister. Hello, Fa. You seem to be in a good mood, all things considered. I'm glad. Oh, you didn't expect that? After everything that has happened, I was afraid that you might still be suffering. But you seem to have adjusted to this new lifestyle, even if only a little. Well, every day is a challenge. However, everyone in our group has their own problems as well, don't they? Yeah, apparently we've all been through a lot. But no one loses heart. We all move forward despite the hurt and disappointments. We can't stop now. That's right. Compared to when we were last in this palace, our future seems a little more hopeful now. It's true. We've already defeated 2 archdemons and had some time to elaborate our traumas. Back then I just lost everything, but you were there to comfort me. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart how grateful I am to have you as my sister. Me too, Fa. Although, I'm still not quite sure what our blood relationship is. Is that a problem, though? What do you mean? It's not blood or family ties that determine what a bond should look like. To me, you'd be my sister, even without those red eyes, Shiori. That's not fair. You can be really embarrassing sometimes, you know? Perhaps you're right. And don't worry, I'll protect you. I won't let this world ruin your smile. Hey, I'm strong too, and your smile is worth protecting as well. Right, and we'll keep watching each other's backs, sister. Together we can do anything. And Suzaku. A lot happened since we first visited this palace, don't you think? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it was also my first time entering such a huge building. At least for what you could remember. Yeah. You know, that time I saw you in the forest when I was on a run. I thought you were a strange and suspicious guy. Straight to the point, huh? But honestly, in your shoes, I would have thought the same about me too, Lady Faratraz. It's nothing to laugh about. You were in such a pitiful state. Acting all high and mighty when you couldn't even remember where you had slept a couple nights before. What else could I have done? Started living in the forest, hunting boars and wearing bearskins? You're always like this. You always laugh at your own misfortune. Even now when you've just discovered the sad circumstances of your childhood. And the frightening reality that your entire bloodline might be demonic. Frightening indeed, but who knows? Maybe I don't like to feel sorry for myself. You are upset, aren't you? I know you well enough by now to understand that. Why don't you let it show then? You already have your own problems, Princess. In comparison, those of an orphan like me are trivial matters. I'm here for you too. Oh. You're being melodramatic by pretending to be strong, but deep down you're suffering, aren't you? You were hoping your memories would come back once the truth was discovered, but they didn't. I can understand that, because I once had similar feelings myself. You know, my sister told me a while back that I'm honest with myself. She already told you that? Yeah, she told me that when I'm sad I just cry, and when I'm angry I just yell. What are you laughing at? Sorry, I just find it hilarious. You used to be the complete opposite of that. Hey, I've learned to open up more to others. And to be more true to myself, Faratraz, instead of just being the vassal. I'm glad. In my heart, it was what I'd always wanted for you. I know, I get it. You've always been... Listen to me, Suzaku. Is it really crucial for you to know your past in great detail? What do you mean? Maybe just as I thought of myself as the vassal, you too have clung to your old identity. But I am Faratraz and you are Suzaku, here and now. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Lady Faratraz. I'll think about it. Take your time. I hope this gets him on the right track. He's been by my side all this time, and the least I can do is help him in turn. Alright then. I guess off we go. We'll save first, just in case. Let's go, Lucas. Okay, I'm ready. Whatever lies ahead, I will face it with pride and honor.
Huicade. Many moons have passed now, since Fartros was forced to flee the castle. Now, she finds herself pacing those same forest trails in reverse, each step bringing her closer to home. It terrifies her. Her heart remembers Huicade as it was. Beautiful, prosperous, permanent. Now, the comforting delusions must end, for she has no choice but to see the state of her home for herself.